Hey everyone, this is Laura at Lyman Joy. Today I'm going to go ahead and do my last cash stuffing for January, and I have some exciting news to share with you, so let's get into it today. Hey everyone, alright, I'm super excited to do this last cash stuffing for January and just kind of wrap it up so we can go into February strong. I also, like I said, have something fun to share with you. Some kind of fun new no spend challenge I'm about to do. I'll have a full video coming out on that soon, but I'll talk a little bit about that. So let's get into the cash stuffing for today. I'm going to open up my binder here that I have. It should have everything all mapped out for us, and we're going to quickly fill this for the last week of January. So if you've been around a little while, you know I start out the month every month. Let me zoom you in here. I start out with a calendar every month, and then we do all of our bills, okay? And then we do a full monthly overview. This gives us a really good picture to start with. And then I have now broken my bills into 3 cash stuffings, 5 paychecks, stuffed twice, comboed twice, so 3 times. So if you get paid twice a month, you're going to do it twice. You get paid once a month, just do the monthly. If you pay multiple times, then do it multiple times. So here's my first one. Here is my second one. And now we're off to the races on my last and final one for the month. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fill out what's upcoming in my week because this gives me the best overview of knowing what I should be thinking and planning for. Okay, so we have January here. We're just going to quickly plan out some things. So some things that impact my week that may impact my finances. If I have those coming up, I want them noted here. So like I said, we're in January. I know that I'm doing a no spend video release right here where I'm going to tell you how to create extra money when you don't really have an extra, but you really want to obtain that goal, like finally go on that vacation that you've been wanting, or you finally want to pay off that debt. You're going to want to watch that video coming up on Monday where I explain how I'm doing my no spend challenge step by step and how you can actually plug in your numbers and figure out what you can do for your no spend challenge, what would be best for you. All right, I got a rugby game coming up here. I have served Sunday at church. But I also want to make a reverse grocery list. And I will show a little short on this. Basically, I go into my pantry and I make a list of everything I can make for a side. I go in my refrigerator, make a list of everything I can go on as a side. Freezer, every single meat that I have. And then I match them to make meals. So instead of going to the grocery store, I'm going to shop out of my pantries as much as possible. And then I'm going to show you what you do with the weird odd and ends and how you can actually Google, hey, Google if I have chicken and zucchini and yams, what can I make? And guess what? It will tell you what to make and actually give you different recipes. It's amazing. So I'm going to show you that. And then I'm going to just kind of prepare for the no spend to come up because as you'll hear on Monday, little spoiler, my no spend will not be 30 days or a year, but actually a customized plan for 2024 for me. And then I just don't want to forget this because it's kind of important. I have a cast removal on Tuesday for my son's cast. He finally gets to get it off and get a splint, so that's exciting. The rest is pretty benign and doesn't really affect my budget. So that's what's going on for the week coming up, my final last few days. And now we're going to go ahead and get to the budget. Now, to make things just a little quicker on this end, I went ahead and filled out that my budget was $1,500 from paycheck 1 and $1,000 from 4, and paycheck 5 was $1,000. So these are my last paychecks. So in the beginning of the month, I went ahead and I put on here on the 17th and 19th, I had paycheck 4 and 5. These are paycheck 4 and 5, and this is my last cash stuffing. So I went ahead and filled all this out, and I'm sorry that this wasn't sooner. I had vertigo for 3 days and could not get out of bed, and so unfortunately, this is being filmed a little later than I normally would, and I missed you all, but finally feeling a little bit better after doing some things to get rid of it. So back on the mends with that. All right. So we have a total of $2,500. All right. Okay. So my income here was $2,500. My bills were $1,536. So let's subtract that. And I have a remaining $964. I'm going to take my cash envelopes that I planned out, which was $105. We're going to subtract that. I have $59 left over. I'm going to subtract my snowball and my Heloc, which, just to give you a little back, behind the scenes kind of a thing, I planned out all of these and I had $509 left over. And because I'm in a kind of snowball Heloc thing going on, I take anything that's left over ever and get it straight to my Heloc to pay that off as fast as possible. And that is a Heloc in the second position. If you want to know more about that, I'll link a video right here above that talks about my Heloc and debt payoff video. But it's really accelerating my snowball and my debt payoff extremely quick. So that's exciting. So the next one, we have debt snowball. We have 709 here. Okay, that leaves us with 150. We have 100 in those sinking funds. And 50 in my savings challenge. So that leaves us 0, which is a zero-based budget, was exactly what I want, which is 0. It's perfect. Now, if this is a little quick for you and you need something more broken down, I'll link a video also right here that gives you how to start on cash envelopes. That playlist will maybe walk you a little more slowly through that process that I just did. But for those around a while, I think you've seen that. So let's go ahead and count how much money we're working with right now. We have 20, 140. And for tens, I have 10, 20, 80 and tens. Move this over a little bit. And in fives, I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $35. So I have $255 I'm working with today, which is more than the allotted 105 and 100. So I had a little bit left over. I put most of it towards my Heloc and took a little bit to put towards holidays, just so I could beef up those holidays that are upcoming in February and March. So see here, 205 was my cash envelope. So I have about 50 extra bucks to do in savings challenges. We'll do that at the end and I will show you how to fill those. All right, let's quickly go and fill these so we can get on to those savings challenges. I appreciate everybody who pointed out that I totally messed up and missed $5 on my eating out last time. I have fixed that up and we're all good there on that. So now we have eating out 30 here. I appreciate that. Sometimes I get, just talking and I miss those things. So now in eating out we have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 90, which is what I allot every month for eating out. So that's all fixed up. That's good. All right. And date night, I'm going to do 15. Now, on my no spend, I love to hear what you guys think. When you guys do a no spend, do you spend any money on date night or eating out or anything, or do you just solely do nothing at all? 20, 30, 40, and 45. I really thought hard about it and I decided I would cut back in these areas for my no spend challenge, but still go out to eat once and have one date night and still do the extra for kids. This is for emergencies, but maybe cut back on each of these. So I'm saving and being frugal, but still having that one time a month so that, we can keep doing the things that we love, but just basically on a more frugal budget. 10, 15, 20. Because I thought about what is the purpose of a no spend? And for me, it was really to save a bunch of money, put extra towards debt, and fix my overspending habits that put me in this position in the first place, right? Just being more thoughtful with my spending. So I felt like I could still accomplish that goal while still going out once or twice. We have $30 in spending. So I decided I probably will cut this all the way down to about 15. Probably everything a little bit is in half, and I'll just choose more frugal places to go. Fun family, I'm going to do, I have 10 allotted. Let's see what we have so far. Okay, I have 10, 20, and 25. Yeah, I've seen people do really extreme no spends where they actually spend nothing at all the whole month. And I do think that's good and for some people, but for me, I don't think it would change my habits. That's why you'll see on Monday when I release that video that it's going to be a little longer than that, but not quite a year, enough to change my habits and really get them, kind of locked in, but not so long that I kind of get bored if I do things for too long. I like things to switch up. We have 10, 15, and 20. I like to always be kind of changing, moving, and enjoying all the new fun stuff that comes out, kind of a thing. Okay, my hubby is going to get 10. So he has 30, just like me. We're not big spender people. We're more like savers and spend every, like, you know, Valentine's or anniversaries. Childcare, I have 20 here. I am going to be upping this for sure because I actually am going to be adding on a babysitter once or twice a week. 20, 40, 45, 50, just because my little one is so beautifully busy that I want him never to feel like I'm too busy and taken away from other stuff. And because of work and stuff, he needed someone to come and hang out with him. So I'm excited to actually have a little bit of help around here soon. Okay, pet care is going to get 10. Okay, we have 20, 30, and 40. And last time I had to use this on my chickens. I actually need to use this on my dog next. Yeah, you know, pets. What can you do? All right, registration. Getting that all set up. We have 30. And this, I'm really excited. I'm much more ahead of the game on this than I was last year, and so I'm going to see how that turns out for me. And I'll be transparent if it doesn't turn out for me. I'm going to share that with you because I want your budgets to be just as successful as it possibly can be. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. If there's one thing that you could share with me that didn't work in your cash envelopes last year that you changed for this year, I'd love to hear it so that we could sharpen one another and help one another in the journey. And I'm sure others below could share their tips and tricks with you. Just write that in the comments below there. Okay, 20, 25, and 30. I love that we're all here together to help one another. All right, so 30 for health. Next is birthday. And I am doing what here? 30 for birthday? 20 and... well, let's see here. What have we got in here so far? Oh, you know what? Let's put back the 10s. Because I don't know if I'll need change. And grab a 20 instead. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. Alrighty. What is next is school. What is school getting here? $5. And 20, 25, and 30. Haircuts is going to get 15, which my oldest son was just telling me today how his hair is so long that he actually has sideburns, so he definitely needs to go get his haircut here soon. 20, 40, 50, and 55. That's coming along. And lastly, we have clothing. It's the last one. Yeah, clothing for 5. All right. What have we gotten here so far? We have 20, 25, 30, and $35. Perfect. All right, so that's all the cash stuffing for today. Most of those are my short-term sinking funds, the pet care and registration and all of these. And my cash envelopes, if you're new here, I fill them 3 times a month, all 3 cash stuffings. So again, 5 paychecks. I merged 2 of those paychecks twice. That's giving me 3 cash stuffings. And then I fill these 3 times so that it can kind of accumulate. And in the beginning of next month, I will fill my wallet with all this money for the whole month. And I have a little bit more in each of those categories. It's a little easier for me to do it that way than out of all one paycheck. Okay. So we're all done with that. Now we're going to go on to my savings challenge with a little bit of money that we have left. Let's see what we got left. We have 20, 40, and 50 left. We're going to go ahead and do this savings challenge book that I have here. And like I said, I want to do holidays, so I marked the page to go straight to there. And because Valentine's Day is coming up, I thought that we could do some out of here. And I also wanted to do St. Patty's Day, I think is after that, right before Easter. And so let's go ahead and do one of these too. So first let's fill in, I don't know, should I do a 40 or a 20? Let's do a 40. Let's go ahead and fill in this heart right here. And so this money will just go towards in my holiday fund. I don't have it like a particular Valentine's Day fund, but then when Valentine's for the kids and their, you know, I don't know, for their, I do little, you know, cheapy thing from the dollar store, like some candy and a, I don't know, a plush and a balloon, I'll pull it from here. But also when they have Valentine's, like where they exchange at school, it'll also be able to pull from here. And so that won't come out of my normal budget. And that has been a really nice thing to do. I did not do it with my older kids, and it was really hard when holidays and things popped up. These are the kind of things that would throw off my budget in the past, and I'm so happy to finally not, not have it throw off my budget now. So let's see, we have in holidays, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 45, and $50. All right, perfect. And the more frugal I am, the more that I can save for the next holiday, and the more I can save for Christmas in the long run. And so I'm always trying to be mindful of what I'm actually shopping for. All right. Next and lastly, we're just going to do a couple of these scratchers, and then that's it for today. Let's see. These are different values. So we have like the, what is that? I can't think of the word. A horse. For $1, and a 4-leaf clover for $5, and a rainbow for $10. All right, let's go ahead and we'll scratch this one right here. All right, that's just one. So we're gonna try to find one more. All right, and this will be a 4-leaf clover for $5. And I'll probably just stop here and round it up to 10 because I don't really do change. I just kind of round up on whatever I do. So there's always a little bit extra in every single savings challenge versus being short or having to deal with ones. All right, that's it. Let's go ahead and put that into my holiday fund as well. All right, and there is January already done. What we got on this holiday? 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60. I cannot believe January just passes by in a moment. So make sure you watch that video on no spend on Monday so that you can go ahead and plan out maybe a no spend or a mini challenge or something to make sure that your 2024 isn't just slipping by and you're actually getting to accomplish the goals and the things that you've set for yourself, because it just, time goes by quick and we don't want to miss it. And as always, I want you to please find joy in your journey, and I will see you next time.